So this is going to be one of those Peter Griffin kind of inspired videos for something that absolutely pisses me off, and I can't believe I have to make a video about it. But this is about the Samsung Files app on the Android and how absolute garbage it is. And you'd think in 2025 that Samsung would actually have a decent and working Files application, and it turns out they actually don't. So here's the problem, right? I wanted to use my Samsung phone as a secondary screen prompter so that I can actually start recording my main video, which is based on Pi-hole. I've got a massive video that I've recorded, I've written a script, but I actually can't get access to the script because it's living on my NAS server. So I thought, well, you know what, let's just use the Samsung Files application and connect to it and see if it can actually magically find my server. And it does for the most part. It says right there, it supports the SMB protocol version 2 and 3. You click there, it finds it, and then it just doesn't add it. And it's absolute garbage that the built-in file server that is available on your network actually doesn't even let you do anything. So you punch in the password that you need, it does not do anything. And so at this point, I started Googling around, I started looking for alternatives, and Gemini redirected me to an application called Files, and it actually does work. I was able to do what I wanted to do. So I've got an area for this. So connections, here's my NAS server, Raspberry Pi 01. And then in the shared drive, and here it is, there's my markdown file. And I just want to be able to read this and try and produce the best, most professional video I wanted to produce. But it turns out you can't do this with the Samsung Android Files application because the NAS server that I've set up only works with the SMB protocol version 3. Even though Samsung tell you they support version 3 from their Files app, they don't. And the only way to get into it is using this little Owls application, which I found. And you think, oh, this is great, these guys are doing a really good job. It's actually developed and they pushed out an update in November, and you think, let's have a look at the upgrade option, see if it's worth supporting them, see how expensive it is, give them 4 or 5 quid, $4 or $5 or whatever it is. I am absolutely livid, right? The first part, they don't even give you the option to even view the plans, get an annual license, a lifetime license, or whatever it may be to their subscription. They want you to sign up for an account, so you got to hand over your data just so you can even see the sodding prices. I spent 15 minutes trying to Google around, trying to look for, well, how much does this stupid platform cost me, this little app? The only place I found any information as to how much it would cost me to buy the Owl Files Android version is the Apple App Store. Nowhere else would they reveal to you their pricing structures, right? And you scroll to the bottom, right? This absolutely threw me off the handle. I was absolutely pissed. They want you to sign up for a $2 a month subscription to get access to a very simple, well-built, so I've given them the credit, it works remarkably well, and they do update and support it, but they want you to pay $13 a year for a subscription to a Files application that just allows you to get into wherever your files live on your home network or wherever, and it does work. The basic application does work for what you need. I can do what I need to, but this is outrageous, man. Who in going into 2026 is going to sign up for this slopware application style, this subscription style, where they just want you to just keep paying up money for an application that fundamentally will not change or evolve beyond your needs? You probably won't find much more need for this. And I want to know what you guys think. I wasn't even planning to make this. I just find this nonsense and it pisses me off. And I thought, you know what, let me record a video for it, because I actually want to produce my main video, which is setting up a Pi-hole for my family-oriented, privacy-themed project video, which is going to be a big video. There's a lot of content and research I've had to do for it. But you shouldn't have to pay to get access to decent stuff. Don't get me wrong, the free version works. It does work. But what do you guys think? I'm absolutely livid about it. It really pissed me off. And I shouldn't have to Google around 15 minutes to see your stupid pricing structure. And even then, it's hidden in the Apple App Store. What the hell? And I shouldn't have to sign up for a stupid account for you to talk to me about how much your platform or your application costs. And I shouldn't have to pay an annual license or a monthly thing. It's beyond ridiculous. It's a Files application. We're not far off before we start having to sign up for monthly or annual licenses for frigging toilet paper on bloody toothpaste. So big tech companies and even pathetic small ones can know what's going on in your mouth and what comes in and what comes out. Honestly, as you can tell, I'm pissed off. I was really pissed off. But going back to my original point, I can now use... So this is garbage, so I'll keep an eye on it and see when that eventually becomes workable. But I can actually go back to doing what I wanted to do, was actually using this. And here's the thing, now it's gone. It's lost the context of the file that I was interested in. But it does work. As you can see, it does work. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on here for all the different projects that I've been working on. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Talk to me in the comments. Peace.